Scion was really popular for us in the LEC domestically. It was when the crazy Scion level 1 strats were popular, and you would just dive towers with your Scion, TP back to the top side, try to get these huge pressure advantages on bot side as well. It's obviously a completely new map, completely different patch, but I'm curious if the power of this Scion in the early... can't see that, but we can.
Okay, so now the question is, how do they respond? Because VTO is yet to move.
I mean, if Shio burns his spells on the blue buff, and you get the angle right, it won't be too bad, but...
Flash.
That's all of J4's damage is mitigated there.
Here comes VTO.
But the health advantage very much in favor of Douglas thus far. When the combo comes back up, he should be good. That's Conqueror. Proc Shio now going to be in trouble, getting burned down slowly but surely. Otto's coming through, but not enough to seal the deal. Excellent patience from Douglas.
The lethal tempo Jarvan doing some serious work in that fight. Douglas here to offer assistance. The Vision should spot this out.
Brav, Ignite now ticking, bit more follow-up. Ice gonna get caught up by the knock-up here. Ignite now ticking down as well. Good burst damage back just to potentially disincentivize the dive. Nuke throwing down the shoulder. Shio in the area. A lot of pressure on Douglas to try to help them survive, but they're just lambs to the slaughter. Caught behind the tower. No room to maneuver, no room to sidestep, simply cut down. Douglas flagging and dragging out to safety, but Shio on the hunt looking for a bit of revenge. Health bar low though, doesn't see VTO in the darkness, and that could be critical. Shield slow, coming out, knock up there. Shockwave, pull back the kill, and a clean turn from VTO.
So the second half of the dive doesn't quite work out the way BDS want to both Kazi and Hylissang. And it's just great play from the BDS bot lane. Relentlessly chipping them down, Nuke getting a good push in mid-wave, giving them the ability to roam down bot. And this initial execution was very well done. Douglas trying to offer resistance by threatening an attack onto Nuke and Sheo, but they don't care. The damage from Nuke is massive. The crit coming out from Ice to secure the kill onto Kazi. But it's this second dive that doesn't really pan out. It's Nuke that gets the initial aggro, so a lot of that damage suddenly disappears. Ice isn't in range to assist, which basically leaves Sheo isolated. He then flashes in to try and secure the kill. The shield comes in from Orianna, and then the shockwave into the QW combo is enough to secure the kill. Ends up being a 1-for-2 in favor of BDS.
Ooh.
Once he hits level 9, he should be able to get that extra tonic. Adam very low. Vitality should have rough information that this dragon is being started. The bait continues to be interrupted. Here comes Douglas.
Flag, drag, Cataclysm isn't even needed. That was a generous assist, League of Legends. That was the attack speed from Jarvan's flag,
the classic.
The slow from
4. So, information now garnered. You can see Douglas on the minimap being spotted by this Vision.
Ignite, ulti coming out, good damage. Is the follow-up going to be there? Ice now trying to make a safety flash out. Heal for the extra movement, Steve's there, but Karzi's still going to find the kill. LeBron now running. There's no chance of a return kill here. Var's passive on him, just rain hell onto that Karma. But only a single kill thus far, but the bait waiting in the darkness. Oh, Shio's been here before! It's a rerun, level 1, level 2 all over again. This time VTO backing up Douglas, clean pick.
There's no way Adam can really get involved in the fight, and with the 4-man strong and Vitality in control of the river, the level advantage, the fact that they've been able to spend that money, they'll secure their first dragon of the game. Well played from Vitality.
Good so far on that first rotation down to protect Douglas. Nuke. Excellent setup. Jungle mid synergy feels like it's getting a little bit better. How confident is Nuke here? Red buff is there and available. VTO can just try to dash out to safety. Shockwave for the pullback, so an ult for ult trade thus far.
I think
the extended skirmish. VTO has red buff.
Okay,
can't see the itemization right now. G2 and Rogue is coming up, but Hylissang on the way. But another gank. Instantly, Karzi's now the one who's been caught out here. Ulti's still going to connect on in the Jhin in the meantime. Hylissang trying to do what he can, but this is the power of the Xin in the 1v1. He just deletes his target. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Photon burning through so many different members. Douglas now on the way out. Should just be able to flag and drag to safety. Ice waiting. Curtain call is up and available. Is going to try to follow up. Shio looking for the angle. Adam trying to find it as well. Photon throws down an ultimate, but it's not great. Photon now trying to follow up. LeBron just has to instantly back away. Hylissang can dash back to Photon. No one should be able to touch this rumble under tower. Adam already burning. Vitality will walk away. They lose 3 members in the exchange.
A really nice flash to dodge away from Kazi's ultimate, but it starts off with Nuke finding a space where he can actually go for this 1v1. Really good initial damage. VTO holding on to his flash for the time being, trades back, equal in health. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, oh, this actually is a pretty good situation for VTO. The exchange flashes, nice side step from Nuke, but then Labrov gets involved. Meanwhile, in the river, while they're fighting and VTO realizes it's over for me because I'm at the numbers disadvantage, a really nice flash is going to come out from Sheo to dodge away from the Varus ultimate to allow him to secure that kill, as Photon then joins the fight and picks up a kill for himself. Ends up being a 1-for-3, 1-for-4 overall, I think. And this is that flash I was talking about. Really nice flash from Cheryl, predicting the ultimate to come through. The damage, absolutely crazy. The ultimate knocking away the Rakan as well.
Stopping the charm from coming through, it looked like as well. So right now, just both sides squaring up. Importance of Rift Herald on this patch.
He's looking.
Wind does become lightning. BTO now knocked up. The burst damage is there. The pullback is there as well. Rumble all now to follow up, but it's just not enough. BDS quicker on pulling the trigger, finding the angle, taking 2 members out, and just starting the Rift Herald.
This is one of the scary things about Xin Zhao. If that W ever connects, the follow-up is just so fast. And Nuke was right there with him.
Not be able to get the Herald, but they do grab the Dragon. Their second of the game, it is Ocean Rift. It will be Ocean Soul on the line. Ice has opted to go for a ride on the Rift Herald. I think not the ideal target. Hylissang is looking to punish the instant flash in, but he only manages to connect 1 on the knockup, 1 on the charm, the root, now the follow-up. LeBron, excellent punish, turning and burning on the enemy support. Karzi continuing to rain down arrows, but this is BDS's angle into mid lane. They can break open.
Nice root connects. And it means that they turn it around and get themselves a pick. Baron now spawns. I believe this is the all-seeing Baron.
Sure. Whatever you say, Betty. It is. It's the all-seeing Baron. Karzi's going to get knocked up here and now could be in trouble. Douglas has locked up Shio, but it doesn't matter because that man might die to Rumble, but to everyone else, he is a tank. BDS just continuing to find these picks.
Yes, it's just crazy. The fact that Ice basically killed Karzi from a mile away and there was nothing they could do to save him.
Or shot.
Hilly.
I don't know what's happening. Rinse and repeat on this play as well. The Shockwave this time going to hit multiple flag and drag right into the middle. Photon now looking to fall, but he's about to overheat. He can't cast any more spells. Has to wait for the heat to go down. Douglas running, getting chipped away. Shio now flashing in, looking for Wind to become lightning so he can get the extended dash range. Has marked him, will hit him. Shio on a killing spree. And BDS are obliterating Vitality.
Yeah, I thought that could have been a Baron angle, but they don't want to risk it. They're just going to take the kills and look to base. Dude, don't want to overstay here, buddy. He needs to go home.
Because as much as Shio has struggled at some points, as Douglas has been able to contest him, that ultimate is so broken against Rumble and Orianna. If you are not on top of him, you're not doing damage. Nuke, though, trying to dash out to safety, will get interrupted. It's just going to burn down in the Cataclysm.
Nice combo there from Vitality. They are able to get something back for themselves. Dragon's
already building attack speed.
The Rob has found Photon.
Photon marked up there. Shio on the way in. Photon should just drop here. Adam walking forward to make sure that he can tank. LeBron just gets to walk away. Hilly's in the midst of everyone, but he's just giving himself to the infinite CC of Shio and Adam.
The damage is absolutely crazy from this Xin Zhao. Adam
in the equation. No experimental hexplay passive either.
So this is where the positioning of BDS is really important. They need Adam and Shio to act as that front line to protect Nuke and Ice. You can see how they're kind of partnering up. Nuke playing with Adam.
Time for a 50-50. Douglas in the back of the pit. Dragon getting lower, but Shio wins those. Curtain call coming out. 2 extra kills on top of that. Karzi running for his life. LeBron continuing to run forward. Bars ulti should lock down enough members that Karzi will be safe. But right now, Vitality are getting quite simply choked out of the...
Their initiation just becomes so lackluster. But it's always BDS that are starting off the fights. They're looking for another one.
Another knockup. Shio off to the side, flashes out to safety. Wind becomes lightning. Douglas is getting turned into mincemeat.
At what point is it bullying? They're not looking for fights. They're just looking to beat Vitality while they're down.
The cooldowns, went back to grab a quick snack before he goes into kill. I gotta say, for a man who got killed by a Joe buff, Shio's turned this game around very nicely. Now you have to imagine that Yordle and Robot beats man with spear, and it is true.
That it does.
Does a lot of damage there.
But there's no junglers available, which means that it's completely up to the elements, even though it's very favored for BDS.
Just got hit by the Baron for a bunch of damage. Well, the all-seeing Baron saw that one coming. BDS grabbing the Baron. Last little sequence of play, a little bit goofy. A
little bit, it's just been nothing but a slaughter. Vitality looking for something back.
The Rob has finally stepped too far. Equalizer laid down across multiple members, but again, no follow-up. Hylissang, he's there. He's ulted. The ult is over. Nothing happened. So it will be a quick pick, but it's simply a 1-for-1 jungler for support. So despite Vitality pulling the trigger, the trade still favors BDS. How far with a Kanik Rooker in there? I don't think so. Big old Galio shield makes things tricky.
Adam.
Adam running in, Hylissang caught out. Not enough time to dash to safety. He is instantly dead. The curtains are calling. The curtains are falling for the side of Vitality as BDS seem to be committed to the victory march. Clean shuffle. Damn. Great performance from Nuke. BDS across the board, despite some early game hiccups. Really solid game overall. Second they got the advantage, they did not give anything up. Vitality left yearning for more. And in his own fountain, Photon will be mercilessly slaughtered. BDS 2-1 in their first week of the LEC.
Vitality drops. It feels like the BDS have only found more confidence as they played more on stage. I was a little bit concerned for them after that early game, but they very quickly bounced back, and you know, so it will be on the responsibility of G2 to try and find these flanks, find creative ways to break up the traditional front to back, maybe getting onto the objective first, or finding ways in which they can access the backline. We'll have to wait and see if they can pull it off, but simplified. I think the Rogue's composition.
And so much of Jax's damage profile is things like the passive on his ultimate, you know, where you're getting those extra hits in.
So, keep my eyes on Larson. He does have a whole squad behind him.
Larson dash forward, pushback is going to catch Caps, but Mickey is there to punish. Which Caps is real? Well, it looks like they found the right answer, and they will find first blood in the mid lane. Clean setup and play from the side of Rogue.
Yeah, very well done from Rogue. Finding a first kill onto Caps. Caps' dad has to show a nod of respect. But the Grubs, don't you want to come top for the Grubs? No, I can get these while I'm passing through. It's fine.
Here's the setup though. Hansama, three members rather, on the bot side. Hansama, they're just going to try to burst through the Sophelios. A little bit of healing if he can get the ult off. Maybe he can heal up. He already used it at the start of the fight. Caps now looking for the fallout. Marcoon going down. The dive completely fumbled. Ulti going to come out to try to save the day. Comp now also flashing out to safety. Zoas waiting as long as he can to use some of these abilities. Not nearly enough burst to threaten him here. He should be able to battle dance back shortly, but instead is going in! That is insane confidence from a rookie. Knew exactly what he could get done there. Mickey now is going to be in trouble. The dive was disastrous. The follow-up was brave. It was bold, and Rogue come out on top.
What was a disastrous dive from Zoalis. And they're able to turn it into a 2 to 3 kill advantage. Now Hans making his way to mid.
Walking forward, green gun, if he manages to hit this one, it's going to do fat damage. Tower's hitting a minion instead of Larson. Not ideal, but Larson just going to get chomped down on.
It's that down with an arrow to the knee.
Big ol' hitbox. You're riding a horse. Hit the girl and hit the horse. Easy. Follow-up is there. Calm now locked up. Mickey there for the follow-up. Hansama has been rooted up as well, but as Mickey's in trouble, Hansama can't get in range to hit them. It's a clean engage again coming through. Zolis playing like a man possessed on this Recon.
Now Yike and Caps have made their way down.
Caps gonna be in trouble here. Larson ready to come over the wall. Eyes on Larson, no ultimate up and available. Knock up onto one. Comp grabbing the kill. Rogue getting a ton of...
Completely fine with that.
And we saw this yesterday versus KC as well. I believe KC got the first 3 Jakes or got to soul point. And it was G2 who had to fight so hard to get in the way. G2 very willing to play topside and concede Drakes. But it might cost them. I mean,
it is a TP top as well.
TP top. Larson. An Emperor. Hunted. Trying to dash away. Broken blade. There's nowhere to go. Yes, there is! Woo! This man's dynasty not going to be ended today. Emperor standing strong.
No Caps is bot right now. This is a perfect opportunity. Like, I think you can just have Jigenda TP and just start threatening the Baron.
So at least recalling.
G2's going in.
Marcoon isolated. Rogue were the one spending so much time on the top side, but that's the TP advantage now coming in. Larson uncontested on the backside, moves in, shuffles one. So many flashes now coming out, but it's Jigenda now. So powerful. Will it be enough? Consistently CC denied access to the backline. Stopped from making a greater play.
I mean, very surprising to see G2 try to force that.
There. So at least immediate follow-up. Comp now on a rampage. Jigenda zoning off. Objective started. They've got the Azir. Should be able to shred through the back into the pit. Caps off to the side as well. Has flash, has ulti available. No jungler standing for G2. And the way they're posturing, looks like they just want to concede this one.
I mean, G2 made it easy for Rogue. They invited the teleport. They started that fight and said, come, 5v4 us. The fight was disjointed. Nice use of the Azir turret there to cover for the potential flank. Caps is now in a very awkward spot. I don't know how you get out of this one, Caps.
I don't know how you get out of this one either. Sidestep, wind becomes lightning, dash in, he dies before he can do anything, trying to force an ult out. Good recall, good play, good ward coverage. Woo! Rogue! It's nice to see you here. Oh, we missed you on the first few days, but I don't
play to their advantages. They've just punished the mistakes of G2. Ultimate. Comp has missed a few of those now, but that's all right.
But I have to call it Zolis. I mean, this guy's been everywhere that he needs to be. Fantastic plays, good punishes. Broken Blade now the one in trouble. Counter-Strike comes out. Gonna get a bit of damage down, try to punish and get a little bit more damage on a Comp. Not nearly enough to finish the job, however.
And another tower likely to go in favor of Rogue, trying to get as much out of this Baron as possible. It will fade off, but might not matter. as it will secure them another advantage. That's
Going towards Baron.
yeah, it's all because of the Baron that this dance is happening right now. Both teams are just looking for that slide edge. Here we go.
Nice sidestep from Hansama. Hansama just clearing the way.
Hang
There's
on.
focus. What game are they playing? They're just refusing to fight. They're just breaking the base. What is it going to cost them? Hansama still untouched on the backside. Raccoon ulti already down. Keep your eyes on Hans in the fight to come out. Larson now trying to push back. Flashback from Hansama, but it is simply not enough. The lifesteal will not save him. Jagenda still strong. G2 getting tricky. Barrow will not fall for the trap. They lose an inhibitor, but they take the fight.
That's the TP coming out from Jagenda and Larson with 4 members dead on G2. They have away from the maps was better, and they're able to find the fight.
No arm guard on Caps. Just now coming back. Ulti up and available. Impossible for him to hold this alone. Is going to move in. Is just going to try to take out the minion wave. Is going to try it by a bit more time, but is it enough? Stopwatch is there. Caps now dashing out to safety. Comp dominating. But he's bought G2 another chance at life.
But the Elder Dragon and the Baron are both up. Yes, Rogue will limp away.
Rogue resetting. If Mickey interrupts
Mickey
the
has to
bases
interrupt.
here.
That's what he needs. Oh, but he's going to go the wrong way. That means that Rogue are going to get a clean escape. All 5 members alive. Opportunity now.
G2 at the Baron.
Because Rogue want the fight. Once they've got the Elder, a fight is all they care about. So G2 have got to be as quick as possible. And they've got to get away. Here's Jagenda.
Part 1. Get the Baron achieved. Get the hell out is part 2, and they might not be able to find it. Yike now knocked up. Comp coming in. Ulti goes in. Yike trying to buy a bit more time, but it's just not strong enough to stand in the face of that Elder Dragon buff.
So the weird thing is that G2 actually have push and top, push.
Cooldown used. Caps now a melee creep, that much harder to hit, even if Rogue are aware of it.
And now the Baron's gone. Means the siege is much easier for Rogue. Just chipping away at the HP. Comp, forcing Broken Blade back. He's going to be able to heal up very quickly.
Double supers here. Caps going forward, flash in, but everyone's immediately going to flash out. Marcoon steps forward to punish, but he might be a little bit too eager because Broken Blade is right there. Zoas on the backside, but Hansama still standing. Keep your eyes on Hans. He has to be the difference maker. Mickey creating so much space. Yike stepping forward. 80 carry untouched. G2, can they find the fight? Larson still on the backside. The Emperor still throwing down soldiers, laying down damage, but Hansama lives. A perfect transition to Severum to stay standing with the minions might just end the game. G2 barely holding on, barely taking the
Larson
fight.
has TP. He's going to go back to base and rejoin the fray. Just has to play away from Hans. The ultimate lands.
Can't follow up. There's too much lifesteal on Hansama between the BT and Severum. It's hard to deal with. Might not be! So much damage. Almost all of his health gone. Hansama needs to sidestep, and he'll do it just in time.
Here
Bot lane
comes Larson.
inhibitor is back. Double creep wave slowed down. They need to get on top of Larson, but they don't have the range. Hansama does now, however.
There are no summoners anywhere. The Dragon and the Baron are going to be spawning in 2 minutes' time. But miraculously, G2 holds the line. A sigh of relief from the coaching staff. But it is in tatters.
Pillar there to buy a bit more space. Caps now needs to retreat, getting completely shredded by Larson. Yike body blocking where possible. Mickey needs to jump out to safety as well.
That's a flash.
Pullback is big. Larson now untouched on the backside. Mickey trying to buy a bit more space. Ulti not going to connect from Hansama. That might just be it. Zoels again finding the follow-up engages for Khan. Will not quit. Rogue marching down mid lane. This should just be their victory. One final fight win to close things out. Marcoon zoning away. Jagenda eyes on the prize. He is not messing around anymore. Knock up there, but again, Jagenda's just too damn tanky. The shutdown onto Hansama. Rogue have done it. Their first win, and a win against G2. A fantastic way to end week 1.
A chaotic end to the game, but they got a much-needed victory.
Side from Heretics can get pushed at least with Bard and Varus in the early game down towards the bottom side, and maybe you can start looking into some invades on the red side. It's some of the things we've discussed where a lot of people thought red side was going to have a harder time because it's so easy to have an invade into that area. We haven't really seen that yet, but
like Fofo, where he's able to get a little bit more of a trade down, but it feels like more in LEC, it looks like the Akalis are just able to get a bit more forward, get a bit heavier of a trade-off, and make it so you're not getting that initial push. But look at the mid lane and bot, it's going as well.
Ignite's down, Ignite flashes away, the damage through. Flacket and Kaiser looking clean in the 2v2.
Yeah, and also in the mid lane, there was a gank going towards Jackie's. Yanko's started to wrap around there, but...
Who's big as Shuriken flip? It's just not going to give me a chance, is it? Because Jackie's all in. Oh, Swift movement from Perks, makes it out, and it's done, isn't it? You know it is. Perks with the flash available and the ulti, thinking about how he can take it, but look, standing by Jankos, flash for flash. Jackie's now out of options as Peach has to cover.
That was so close. Jackie's tries to go for the outplay on Perks, but not quite getting it.
Okay, finding him, maybe does it himself. Peach on top of Perks, runs out of vision. Jankos can't cover, and he's late to the show as Kaiser now trying to follow up, but Peach punishes the risky mid laner from Team Heretics. Kaiser gets a stun of his own. 2 grubs left remaining as GIANTX try to deny those Void Mites, but there's a tempered fate from Kaiser. Look at it line up against the wall. It's a double, and now they're in trouble. The shove back from Jackie's gets him out as Perks follows it down the charm. Not enough. One more hit. Jackie's gets flashed on, and Perks says good night. Ignara and Peach are now left remaining. Perks gets low, but this leaves the Void Grubs for Team Heretics to go again.
Peach just ends up setting up perfectly.
Again for Team Heretics.
You can see now they want to try and swap into basically what they did yesterday as well, which is going to start flacking in towards the mid lane, which unlocks Kaiser. And Odo's not happy about it.
Oh, not at all. I mean, he's just hit level 11. Will it matter? Wonder's going to be given the kill, nice and easy. Kaiser so far making a good bet for MVP if they win.
Yeah, he has been everywhere in these early stages because the Varus has this Q, his poke Varus as well. Now you got Shelly coming down as well, and it means that immediately you get to run down to the spot lane if you want to as well. Perks is going to start to cover on this mid lane play, but the second this mid lane tower goes down, you just shove that in further as Flakked. You start to teeter down towards bot lane, and Jackie's could be in trouble with that as well.
I just love, again, the options were there, but Jankos is like, nah. And with 6 as well, you've got a whole family. It's like going to dinner at Christmas. Everyone's joined in. And with the inner turret down, they now make the play. Patrick has a flash away from the tempered fate, while meanwhile, bot side, GX is just looking for a response onto Perks, who has flash, and the perfect execution if they're backing for Flakked, as to my meaning. And Dagda, I keep talking them up. I want to see what GX can do. I'm not here for a one-sided affair. We've got 30 seconds till Dragon, and TH have already stacked it up. Chains of Corruption are just going to launch on in. The arrow comes through, but it's a bit late. Look at Perks clean them through. Jankos flashes into a Rakan, but will it matter? As the tempered fate flies, but Igna is out in the nick of time, but Patrick is not. The range is coming through again. Igna dodge it. He does so. Now Flakked has to flash away because he was so deep. As the sweep and boot comes through from Jackie's, but there's no follow-up. Odo Amnen was already out there. He might get the reset onto Jankos, but Perks comes in and makes it messier. Odo with another one in the back, and boy, oh boy, are we doing the switcheroo. Odo Amnen flies out the side, at least getting something, but Dagda, it's Yakety Sacks in the mid lane.
Just running amok on this Aatrox where he gets the chance. Heretics, though, now in behind. Doing
it again, are they? Leandra is also just picked up with the Storm Surge. That's 2 out of Akali. Peach is about to be electrocuted as he flashes away. Over the wall, he gets out for now, and Perks won't be able to chase up. But with Peach out of the picture, things are looking even peachier for Team Heretics as they pick up Dragon. That leads to an Ocean Soul next as well if they're able to follow suit. Still looking good, still a 5k gold lead. Still all about this blue team.
Yeah, and I think as well, the 3 members onto the bottom side, because they just don't know what Heretics are going to do.
And cleaning out vision on the other side while it lands. Patrick with the arrow. Out it goes. Wonder runs into it because he ain't scared of no arrow, but as everyone commits, the tempered fate comes through. The ulti jankily still goes off. Wonder flashes over and looks for the escape. He hops, he jumps, he skips, but unfortunately the follow-up's still there, and GX find the beefed up top laner as Jankos is now isolated, but Titanic Hydra, ladies and gentlemen, be fearful. Ignar flashes out and gets out. It'll still be a pick, but what does it lead to, Dagda?
It's a nice
points in. Teleport is available. So this Azir can join in if he's able to base, but Teleport comes in early instead for the likes of Perks in base. There's the quickness from Ignar, but against the wall, Wonder says no. Jumping in the back like Jankos has no fear, and Perks now on top of Ignar. Look at GIANTX, they're separated and relying on big bad Odo Amnen, but in the grave he'll find himself if he stays in. But Jackie's, the rookie, tries to clean it up, but it's unfortunately too late yet again. It doesn't come together, and Team Heretics have gone fishing.
GX couldn't clear out of the wards, and Heretics find a perfect flank for Perks. As GX are routed, Soul is taken, and Baron might be next.
Man, you can see a few times. I have seen it on Newbie. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Crisp, actually. Or maybe it was Moore back in the day. A Gleaming Quill has stolen Baron before, but he's walking away. Doubtful this time. Team Heretics will likely put the nail in the coffin from here. This is good. This is a really
as aggressive as he wanted to into that top side or even into the bottom lane as well. And now Heretics kind of reaping the benefit of Jankos having the more explosive early game. Peach want to make it work now.
Perks has taken on 2 people on the backside, but he gets dunked down before anyone could get there, and now Wonder might be caught out, but at least having a bit of tenacity finds his way through. Odoamne's low, but still willing to else. This time it's Ignar. The chase is good, and remember with Ocean Soul, they ain't near dying at all. Team Heretics regroup, look for the picks. I mean, these are dangerous backing positions. Kites are going to find one. That's onto Peach. Yankos launches in yet again, slows him down. Peach has got 570 games to reach the mastermind. That is Team Heretics Yankos. Again, showing his veterancy, and Team Heretics just getting a nice pick.
Immediate TP from Perks at the bottom to make it impossible for GX to try and commit to this. So I like that we're kind of looking at the slow. You got a big wave on top side.
Yep.
Heretics are just looking to play the map again.
It's clinical. It's what we want to see. Yankos frontlining for the time being, maybe giving hope to GIANTX, but is there any hope? I mean, Odoamne getting shredded. Yankos pops the ulti. He's still fine. Takes down Odo. The flash away from Jackie's. I mean, it's experience versus some of the younger rookies in the league. And right now, the old men are winning out. It's not even optimism at this point, Dagda. I think we could be deluded if we say they come through.
Pure
Elders in
deluded.
hand. I mean, at what point do you go, this is over, we're just waiting for the finishing bell, you know? Like, at this point in the game, you get the feeling it's Mike Tyson versus me. Now, against Mike Tyson, I'm going to get cleaved. All right, let's be realistic.
I don't know. I saw your boxing coming in yesterday in your WWE intro.
No, I'm...
Maybe, yeah.
No way am I close. I'm not even close to Gigabit. You know what I'm like? I'm like the guy in Hangover. And Mike Tyson starts singing. I don't even know the character's name. Stu. In front of these Nexus turrets, in any blink of hope.
That's the thing. Perks has already started to push in that wave and started on the inhibitor. So now you got to engage against an Elder Dragon.
You've got to, but you don't want to. You don't want to be in this position. Team Heretics slow and controlled again. The Tempered Fate locks down 2. All you need is a Cosmic Binding to follow through all the poke that's been coming in. Peach ain't tanky enough. Heretics jungler Yankos, the legend, jumps on in. They expose the Nexus. How clean is this for his 600th game? He didn't need to sweat. Been sweating for 9 years. Now's the time to relax for yet another win on the board.
As Perks said, it feels like a homecoming to come back onto this Heretics roster, and I mean, that one definitely felt like a party for Yankos. Very smooth. Bringing this in, it does mean that, look, you've got the opportunity to go into stealth when Jax goes into the counter-strike. You can try and poke him down as well, avoid some of the damage that comes through. And you've also got the opportunity to dash away. It does mean, though, that you are heavily reliant when it comes towards, like, Elyoya trying to start off the fights alongside Fresco.
Win begets lightning. Elyoya just runs on out. Targamas can't get the full Halo Blaze. Alvaro's come in as well. He might have actually walked into a trap with that handshake. May have also saved his life. As Mad Koi have to defend each other here. The follows through. Targamas flashes on in. Alvaro just burned the flash before. The damage comes through from an upset. First blood over to a Caitlyn bot is a recipe for success for KC.
Really smart flash from Targamas. Knows that he can keep up with that the slows coming through from the auto attacks. Elyoya, though, will come bowl once more. Seiken may need to come across to help. His mid laner here is kind of putting on themselves in the back foot here a little bit.
I mean, as they get pushed in, the control ward to spot out and give them some safety. Bo shadowing over. That's a triple longsword Xin Zhao as well, by the way, as Elyoya runs into him, has the backup of his bottom lane. Bo hasn't communicated with bot, and now he just gets absolutely swamped. A kill over to Super, also big deals. Cabashard, meanwhile, gets flashed on, ignited down. Execution! Merwin is cooking again.
Level 6 for Merwin, and immediately gets the kill on Cabashard and
Not sure what the plural
all
of
the lungs.
Lung guys.
The lung guy, yeah. It's like cacti, right? Yeah.
They should be casters as we look at this one again.
Well, I mean, really nice job from Merwin, right? The counter-strike goes down, so immediately you can go for the all-in. Gets the ore into the E to get the extra auto-attack damage off as well. Smooth gameplay from Merwin there. I mean, I think his chef's hat definitely showing in that one.
At least the kiss at the end from the fan, you know, mitigate as well. But huge across the board when you think that Mad Koi got one on their 80 carry. And now Super Action might be punished here. He's got flash available. Bo in the right place at the right time to try and get one back for KC. Super buying it off. He's got Zevran. Bo flashes under turret. How dangerous is it? The answer is not at all. He survives. And that's good. Dragon pick because MDK is starting this off. First Dragon of the game.
Targamas does end up eating the handshake. Wasn't sure if they were going to try and blast code him over the wall or anything funky there, but not actually going to be the case. Instead, MTK, nice pick up with the Dragon. I think with the way this is going, like, your Aphelios is getting time to scale. You're not being punished for the weaker jungle 1v1, and
Arrow.
Super. We'll call it a sidestep, but
bit of both.
But a bit of both, yeah. And now Elyoya again, just on this bottom side to cover as the wave.
Mad are transitioning to 6 crabs that are going to be taken down, while KC tries something in the bottom side with super sidestepping again.
Yeah, super feed here, but has the heal. Can Bo get the knock up?
He gets it again. Titanic strong, and Bo makes it known. 2-1 there for the Xin Zhao. The trade-off is Void Might's going to be spawning for Mad.
Easily be 2. I think I'd like to see them reset and try and commit for Rift Herald, but Cabo now in trouble as well.
Is this greedy, Dagda? I want to know, because 2 versus 1. There's a prison down. Merwin does the damage, but Cabo's out, but the Shuriken flip. Good dodge. Cabo shot buys time, and Seiken will not forsake his top player. It becomes a trade in the end, only just, but at least Azir's there to give you a big bear hug.
It's a massive trade back for Karmine Corp because they go 1 for 1. Still get the wave, and
Bo
Super's
never
gone!
left. He never left. Flashes away. That's one summoner down, but is the trade-off going to be too big? The ulti comes through. Bo is going to buy some time with this as well. Super might be able to do some damage eventually, but Pop Blossom on the edge finds it. And Frescowie gets a big shutdown with Bo trying to be a... Is that all objectives, bar that turret as the arrow flies out, have gone to this team as Merwin says go on to Targamas. Just takes him out, but now he needs to get on out. Perfect execution, but it's right into a teleport. TPP, but saved away by Alvaro. That's a beautiful ultimate cover shot. Gets the double stun, but the Pop Blossom zones him out. Now he's isolated. KC, speaking of which, are going to be separated, but Upset trying to come through. Nets over the wall. Alvaro, the next target, flushes out. They're matched by Bo, but a handshake won't be good enough for a sealed deal. KC will pick up some off the back of it, but Dagda, you got to remember, Herald goes over to Mad.
But this could have been beautiful for Karmine Corp.
Down as well, and here we go for another charge. Upset, you're in the way. And some good damage as well. Remember, you have Aphelios with red and white. Everything's all right. So the gold is clawing back.
And you got a bot lane tower that's ready and waiting.
There you go.
Cabo has to back it off. They can't do anything about this, as...
Ulti comes through. I mean, this is huge. Frescowie! The published thunder comes through, but Bo negates it, finds a kill. It's a trade for jungler, though, as the range is absolutely massive. Super won't get his last hit on Upset that could have sealed the deal. Also, as a repeat objective, or rather response objective, Dagda, as Merwin is pushed up heavily. I'm not sure, Dagda, how does he get out? It is Akali. He's bot back for the time being. Hasn't hit Seiken just yet. Won't take a turret shot until he's all the way out, but he's just autoed down to death. That's a shutdown as well. That Akali was huge, and he just gave Seiken so much gold.
And it's right as Infernal Dragon spawned on that day. So they're looking towards the Baron, but I don't think they have enough control. They have a lot of damage, and they're just going to start it up. Frescowie spotted out where Karmine Corp are.
10 seconds till that arrow's up on Targamas. Keep an eye on that one at 9k, and look at the gun selection. This is so sneaky as Baron pulls him back in. Bo is now here, though, at 5k. MDK are trying to pull away, but the arrow comes through and hits hard while Cavo and Merwin hit on the side, but the ulti is beautiful. Frescowie runs on in as it's huge. Seiken is down. MDK have 5 members, but on the backside, watch for Merwin again. Akali does it right, and now for the Renata passive, looks for Bo. Won't find it in the end. They get a kill on KC, but they've had to run away. They have lost their most important player.
I'm off here.
Going to be spotted out. There's Ace in the hole. Seiken chasing him up. Level 16 versus level 15. Seiken is huge. This is here on top of you is going to be rough as we look somewhere else, but we want to see this 1v1 turning into 1v2. Upsets, damage, also massive, but Merwin got a big task to play as Cavern shut. Stops the reinforcements, but Merwin finds a kill! How does he do it? Makes it a 1-for-1. That was insane, Akali play. As KC now have to play up the back foot. Upset's not there, but they still have more as Elyoya snipes the ulti. Seiken now sniped himself. Frescowie with a 2-man. KC separated. They run into the jaws of the Mad Lions. Hear them, fear them. It is Mad who find the advantage against France.
And they will find the Baron off the back of it as well. Mad Lions coy, playing it slow, mirroring behind the time. They pick Upset, and they might have just picked up the win with that team fight as well.
This talented roster coming out of nowhere, Dagda. I apologize.
Immediately keeps them at bay, but they might have to do it again as Dragon now is being taken by MDK.
Oh, we're fighting again. We're getting exactly what in this matchup. Cabo shot in with a 2-man stun. Super gets hit in the back line with Ace in the hole, but Cabo can't finish the job. Look at the guns. Look at the Aphelios time. Bo runs in as well. But Super Hot Fire is breathing that out.
Mad Lions Koi are coming alive in the LEC. LEC. Super is on an absolute tear with this team playing so well to keep him alive. And now with Baron up creeps, with towers falling, Mad Lions Koi will crack open the base of the French representative.
It's only a 2-3K gold lead, but the base is in tatters. Say what you want about either of these teams. This has been an entertaining one, Dagda. It's delivered on multiple levels. The Baron power play is also delivered in the chain core. And you look at the bottom side, Dagda, Mad are using this to their advantage.
There's the arrow. Swing and a miss once more. Opens up the tower then. Immediately MDK are going to start to go for it. Take it.
Ulti is huge as well. Back sends him Sake, and Fresco doesn't get the ulti, but as they run on in, you can see Bo wants it, but Merwin finds the back line. Again, what a threat. He's at half HP, finds his way out, not until Upset deals with him though. Range is there as Super tries to get a return, but Cavo survives. KC trading up, losing their turret. As long as they don't lose the Nexus turret here. Merwin, damage huge. Now with the Bloodthirster as well, so sitting on a high portion of health is going to matter a lot as Baron respawns, Dagda. Merwin's here ready. You're going to have to walk me through the setup.
Mirren is a great flank position. Targamas out of position completely.
And he's found. I mean, again, the ulti's going to come through. El Yoyo forces his flash, but is it going to be a ruse at 5k? The Baron going down so quick. Mad Koi have to come off the back foot, but Alvaro's ulti stalls him, hits Cavo Shard. Bo's hit as well. El Yoyo running in as Merwin. It's a pain in the bum, but at 3k, it's huge. Just second ulti for his dying breath, but you're right. Again, it's super hot fire as he runs forward for his Quadra. Targamas stands in the way. It's Pentarangle here in the rivalry that everyone's been talking about when it's Spain versus France. Super roars with a pentakill.
Super will not be denied. And Miyama home, the victory for Spain.
Revenge is served here, but not at EMEA Masters, Dagda. In LEC Winter, at the end of week number 1, you may have doubted Mad, but take their name out of your mouth and put in the Lion's Roar instead.
An incredible performance from Mad Lions Koi, coming in with a beautiful early game, shutting down Karmine Corp on that bottom side.
Fighting, and then we'll just have to see which team comes in the most prepared.
Yeah, I'm curious about that bot lane. You were talking about Kalista earlier today as well, Broxter, saying that could be a bait, but also just one of those picks that is high risk, high reward potentially. Like, you need to make it work. Like, if this Kalista ever falls...
Like we were talking about, DOS has looked good on the roams, but it hasn't been as much about the 2v2 in that bottom side of the map.
Yep.
So I'm curious to see now where you're taking the Draven and you're trying to go and contend with things, how it's going to work out. But Isma wants to stop off top first.
I'm surprised
Oh
at the
my
blood
God.
shattering strike. Hang on, all in. Irrelevant is going to get first blood. We were saying it's about mid jungle, but so relevant is that now, Tom.
This bot side, so I think it's a good call to just back away from that, not overextend, and just Jun though might want to try and make this happen.
Finding it, flashes on in, waiting for that rocket grab. Doss trying to dodge around, he flashes himself, but Jun finds him anyway. Get over here as Doss looks for the reset, but he ain't getting it. Noah gets one, now onto X-Kick as he flashes away. It's a Ren City, but X-Kick is out of range. All 4 summoners gone, a kill over to the Kalista, a wave pushing in, and suddenly Fnatic are on the board.
Jun making this look, I was going to say, it's a bit of a split map. Dragon started by SK, and as Niski's trying to make this play on top side, it's a good read from Jun to cover this. Jun now spotted.
His control was there, Niski moves out to the lane anyway. Oscar in trying to get the stun his way as Jun does find him. Niski gonna get punished. Dominus there as well. Pop blossom under the turret. He flashes away, he finds some damage. Niski's still alive, but for how much longer? Oscar in looking for the kill, but he oversteps. Punished by Irrelevant. One more Niski. Boop! Down he goes, and the Weasel with it as well, as Fnatic look for more. They need something out of this top side. Irrelevant with low mana, but Niski still dodging away onto Jun. The rocket grab is there. They need a kill, but Irrelevant jumps on him, stomps him, flucks away. Razork able to match, but now it's a one-on-one. The boar, the pig versus the man with a very strange weapon. Irrelevant flashes away, he gets out, but Dagda as Niski is all smiles.
Need to try and lean that now into the bot lane, and Isma wants to do just that. Jun has his jungler behind him. Can they get in time for Noah though?
Can they get a catch in as well? I mean, it looks like a death here. Locked up, Magnet Storm there, catch in. Exit kick finds it. Big cash money now for the 80 carriers. You know what? Isma dying is only to Jun. Who cares? Look at how much you gave over to Exit kick.
And that's the big winner here. The fact you get that kill onto the Draven, kill onto Jun, not the end of the world, but you're completely
Shadowing. And this is what I've seen from 3 days in a row of watching Isma. This guy is everywhere. He's frustrating to play against because early on, what's he doing in the top side? He's all of a sudden bot side as well. He set up his whole team, and look, Irrelevant is doing this because of it. A solo kill on the Titanic Jax. Man, this guy's good.
This is what...
Up and available. Let's see if that transitions across. Oscarinen just used his teleport to get back up into the top side of the map. You can see Niski might find a pick here onto Humanoid. He's caught out on his ear. He can't move. Irrelevant also made the move down. I told you to watch him. He's now 4-0.
Humanoid definitely made to look human in that one. SK doing a phenomenal job of getting in there, picking him off, getting the Dragon for themselves. Jun and Noah are still sticking around though. Maybe looking for a hook as SK go back to lane.
Ooh, close one. Trying to predict it on the axe from Exakick. But Dragon goes down.
Lane. SK still need to find a way to break Fnatic properly.
Well, 3 minutes 50 until that Dragon Soul comes up. Baron going to be spawning soon as Irrelevant just pushes the play onto Humanoid. Looking for the adoration again, but X-Kick is pulled on in. Denied. Another stack down. And Irrelevant started off that play, but it is Fnatic who ended as Razork off on the side. He's tanky enough to delay as Isma wants to trade it off. He crashes down. Dagda, are they going too deep? I mean, the question is here, because Fnatic are moving. Jun has the hook available. Razork not taking it up, it seems. He flashes over. Isma feeling it with the shattering strike down, but he's under turret. Holy moly, Jun with a hook there could have shot the kill, and he got another inner turret down. Fnatic are up on gold as Niski under the sun turret is looking for Humanoid, but can't finish the deal. Isma coming on in, needs a crash down with Locket to give it a bit of survivability, but sun turret is being baited around, but Humanoid's got no friends here. He gets shut down, and it's gold over to Niski here in this game.
That could be the Baron though. I mean, yes, Fnatic were giving SK a bit of a runaround, but they ran them straight towards the big purple worm, and now SK are on it. Niski low, no ult available on many of these big engage tools that you need.
Well, damage is going down fast enough. Dagda with a clutch pickup that this could be Baron off the back of that play. Is huge as Jordan gets the hook, but it's onto Irrelevant. The Jax doesn't care. He wants to be close. It's running forward, the crash down. Isma gets the 3-man shattering strike. There's good AoE, even better from DOS as he brings in Oscarinen, who doesn't have the dominance available from the last play. Jun, stop hooking the Jax, brother. Noah gets the floor back as Fnatic in with their gold lead are running into this one trepidatiously as Niski from the back end. X-Kick's not in the fight as well. Dragon going down the fight starts. Isma isolated. SK need to get in, and they do! Niski again! Pops down, pops off. X-Kick catches in, and Jun catches out. SK have the numbers advantage, and this team that we did not expect is blowing away Fnatic.
SK needed a new home, and like the wolf, he's blowing down the home of Fnatic, absolutely destroying them in that play. Razork gonna spot out that SK are moving over towards this Baron, but it's not gonna matter at all. They're gonna be able to pick this one up very easily.
Well, again, gold might go back and forth as it has throughout this game, but with the Baron, it is most certainly going to go the way of SK, and more importantly, it's going to give them the map that they want, Dagda. I mean, what a build-up to this point where SK are now in the driver's seat.
And this could be the moment where, at the end of week 1,
that might make the push a little bit easier as inner and mid seems to be the transition.
just making sure the Humanoid can't get in. They start to work on this mid lane tower, but a lot of members of Fnatic here and Irrelevant.
Going out with a static. Brings in,
and
again, Irrelevant. That's not what you want, Doth. That ulti was beautiful. Again, having a good start of the split as the face call to get him out. But Isma! It's the rookie jungler who blows us away. He'll sacrifice his life, but with the inner turret going down as well, it's open season as SK make it a trade. More gold in their back pocket. I tell you what, this guy is feeling himself on the LEC stage.
Yeah, I mean, great engage.
Able to take down at least that inner in the bot side, as we saw before. Mid went down as well. Jun with a pick, though. This could be big. It's on to Niski, who has to isolate himself golden, but everyone on top, the flash away Oscar, and it can't catch up now. Exeking too far forward. The Pop Blossom defensively, but look at the health bars on SK. But it's saving the day from DOS, as they're still alive. They're surviving out. Isma jumps in again. It's scrappy. It's messy, but Exeking able to step forward. Here comes Irrelevant. Big Hero 6 has the flash away in Jun. And SK somehow no one dies from what was such a sketchy engage.
Yeah, Humanoid though might still go down. DOS gets him.
Irrelevant's damage is nuts, Dagda. Look at him go. Flash over again. Not only, you're right, risky the name of the game, isn't it? Right into Irrelevant. Razork's there, sees him first. They start the Baron, for SK. to define themselves here against Fnatic would be huge. As Niski is a ward.
His ult is up. His ult is up.
Dagda. Well, there we go. Oscarin is like, it can't be him, but still they fall for it. Niski, you handsome man, finds his moment in the sun. Down goes Oscarin, and again, Doxa's ulti sweeps through, silences the Fnatic fans, and brings SK into a beautiful 3-0.
Week 1 of the LEC, and SK are going to...
We didn't think it would be SK. We thought Fnatic G2, but we were wrong, and we admit it. Ladies and gentlemen, bow to your new kings of winter to kick us off. 3-0, undefeated. It's SK.
Rogue, Mad Lions Koi, and now Fnatic added to the hit list of SK. And a huge amount of that coming from one, that man on your screen there, Irrelevant, with an incredible performance both in the 1v1 and team fights as well. But also